グリードフォールその16。今回はコンスタンティンをさらったウェオ・ビンバールの居場所を知るクエスト、ウェオの道をプレイしていきます。このクエストを進行するにはメインクエ以外に原住民族長のうち1人の好感度を最大にしないといけません。その地域のサブクエをすべて原住民よりで完了すると好感度が最大になります。通常は雷の部族デルドレで進行しますが、今回は海岸の部族ウルランルートで進めていく。ウルランルートだとお使いが一切ないので物語が進行しやすい。ウルランは侵略者の文化を受け入れる代わりに大国との貿易を有利にしたいと企んでいるため、他の部族よりも友好的です。大国へ媚びを売るために反乱軍鎮圧に手を貸した経緯もあり、ウルランは島の裏切り者だと言われています。部外者の主人公によっては頼もしい人ですが、あまり信用はできない人です。レナイブスに関する会議でも大国と外交をしたいウルランと反対派のウェオと一悶着あったのか、ウェオに関する情報を簡単に話してくれます。
I defended you, of course, and attempted to make them hear reason, with some help from the cautious Dunkas. But our disagreement angered Vimbar. He decided to leave us and to seek counsel elsewhere. He wanted to go to the heart of the island to consult with on Milfrictiman.
Do you think he might have stayed there?
I doubt it. It was too long ago. You should travel to Wenshavar, his village. Even if he decided to stay away from his people, he would not have abandoned his closest friends.
Thank you, Ulan.
Anything else?
Nothing. I must go.
ウルランからウェオはウェンシャバール村にいる可能性があると言われたので行ってみます。ウェンシャバール村に到着。この村は島の中心部に最も近い場所にある村。これまでレナイブスが立ち入ったことはないらしく、主人公たちが初めての来訪になります。村人からウェオの居場所は彼の日が知っていると教えてくれます。
What do you mean?
I don't know if Renaikse could understand. Our High King is on Olmenawi, and the Donegad. His bond with the mountain is very strong. Even stronger now that he speaks with the Enolmil Frichtimen.
Do you mean to say that he is becoming one of those giant creatures? This phenomenon is truly incredible. I would so like to understand how it works.
Sarah knew that the mountain would take him back, and she wanted the mountain to take her as well. She went to attempt to bond herself to it. She sought the cavern of knowledge. We haven't seen her since. She might have succeeded. Anything else?
Where is this cavern of knowledge located?
We don't know. The caverns of knowledge are the concern of the Donegada. Anything else?
I'm looking for High King Vinbar. I know that he disappeared after having visited the heart of the island. But someone here in this village might know where he went after that.
If anyone knows, it would be Sarah. Anything else?
Thank you for your help.
ウェ
オのありかを知る王妃セラが記憶の洞窟へ向かったことは分かりました。会話できる人がもう一人いたから、この人に記憶の洞窟はどこか聞いてみる。
I heard talk about a cavern of knowledge.
It is a place where the Donegada go, within the earth. They hear the voices of those that went before them, and they learn. There are some on Fradeee. The closest to our village is found to the northeast of here, but the entrance is sealed, hidden. It is a sacred place, a place for only the Donegada. Anything else?
Goodbye.
What Awalem said.
知識の洞窟はこの村を北東に進んだところにあるそう。マップを頼りに洞窟の方へ向かうと争っている声が聞こえます。見た感じブリッジ同盟の装備をした人たちに誰かが脅されている。 ブリッジ同盟は目標を達成するなら何でもしてしまう人が多いので被害者を助けに行く。
She's been enduring this punishment for hours, blow upon blow through gritted teeth.
Truly savage beast we have here. Do we even know if it speaks our language?
Leave us. You will eventually tell us how you found your way into that grotto. Your defiance is only prolonging the inevitable. You remind me of that rat my master was studying. The creature used all of its fire in an effort to escape. Scratching, twisting, refusing to understand that the cage holding it was its only remaining world. It had everything it could ever need, but it wouldn't stop looking for a way out. Even though its fate was now sealed to serve science. Its animal instinct drove it to flee. It had strangled itself between the bars of its own cage in a final futile attempt to escape. It was an enormous beast and very clever. If it had simply relented, it could have lived peacefully for many years. Instead of that, these monsters are torturing her. Come, we must set her free.
We may be able to reason with them. I could try.
脅迫しているのは行方不明の探検隊で救ったライオンの研究者たちですね。彼らはアフラの元同僚なので彼女に対処してもらいます。
I recognize this face. Lord Desade. What a pleasure to see you again. What good wind brings you?
These people are monsters. They just tortured a woman, and then they say hello, as if it were nothing.
I'm sure that they will explain what pushes them to treat her this way.
Believe me, we would never have reached such extremities if she had told us what we wanted. You see, we have been studying these beings that show, like you, such strange markings on their bodies. We call them metamorphs, but the natives call them Onol-Manawi. And we seek to learn through what process they metamorphosize. We heard talk of a cavern of knowledge. The savages hide all of their knowledge within them. And certainly all the secrets that interest us. We discovered one here, but are unable to enter. This woman, she knows how to enter. But as you have witnessed, she refuses to tell us how. To know we are so close to understanding such a fascinating phenomenon, and to be able to do nothing. Let's just say it has made us aggressive.
It's extremely regrettable. Free her. We would like to have a word with her.
She won't tell you anything. Let us handle this. She will give in at some point.
Lord Desade has a soft spot for the savages, but he understands the price of knowledge. As proof, he spared my life during our last encounter.
Afra?
I am so ashamed. To think that I worked alongside you. You are not sages. You are worth no more than a band of drunken brutes. And you shame me even more than the others. To think that we left our master's service together because of his cruelty.
You are unfair, Afra. We are so close to making a fantastic discovery. You know that deep down I am not like that.
Then prove it.
Free her now! We shall leave. Nothing more holds us here.
How are you feeling?
Better now. Those Renaigse are absolute monsters. But who are you? You too are a Renaigse. Why have you freed me?
We were told at Wen Shavar that you and you alone could tell us where to find High King Vinbar.
I wish I knew where he was right now. He bid me farewell weeks ago and he has not returned. I waited a long time and then I came here. To enter into the Cavern of Knowledge.
You believe this is where he's hiding?
No. But he came here often before he disappeared. I'm hoping to find answers. You saved me. And so I must help you as well. You may come with me. The Cave of Knowledge is a bit further north.
セラの命を救うと知識の洞窟まで案内してくれます。
Here is the entrance to the Cavern of Knowledge. I hope that Vinbar has left a clue to where he went. Something I could track.
Is it your wish to join him?
He is my Manundanem. That means the one who shares my mind in your language. We must be reunited.
I understand. But why protect the entrance to the cavern at the risk of your own life?
The Caverns of Knowledge are truly sacred places. Only the Doneigada have the right to enter.
But you're not a Doneigad. Is that right?
I am not. But I must enter in spite of everything. And since you have helped me, you may enter as well. Even if I am not sure I can trust you. Because you spared these people. Remind yourself that this honor is immense and show respect. I implore you.
Put your fears to rest. We have not come to defile this sacred place. How do we enter?
Allow me. I have seen Vinbar make these movements so many times.
セラと共に洞窟へ入る場合は敵が一切湧かないのでウェオに関する証拠を探しに集中できる。
The paint of this fresco is still fresh. It must have been painted recently. It's of a crowned man. Vinbar, no doubt. It looks as if he's walking through the skies towards the volcano. A face has been painted on the volcano.
The spirit of the mountain. My heart did not betray me. Vinbar has readied himself to join Enon Milfrichtemen.
Was that why you came in here? To confirm that supposition?
To understand, yes. As the years passed, my Minundanem grew more and more distant to me. I thought at first it was due to his status and the invasion of the Renaigse. But now I see that he was hearing the call of Enon Milfrichtemen. He had no choice but to answer it. Oh, Vinbar, why did you not share this with me?
ヴィンバールが狂気に陥った原因を探すべく他の手がかりを見ていきます。
These paintings are older. This looks like it represents a man who transforms himself into some kind of enormous bird.
He is a Doneigad, becoming a Nadaig Meneman. Vinbar was also bound to the mountain. It is no doubt the path he has chosen to follow.
If I understand correctly, the Doneigada metamorph differently according to the place they are bound.
Yes. The Sinolmenawi bind them to a specific place, and in return they become the Guardians. But how could a Guardian of the Plains resemble a Guardian of the Mountains?
Do you believe that Vinbar is readying himself to undergo this transformation? I thought it was a very slow process.
For some, it takes years. At least this is what is said. For others, it might take place the very moment where the Doneigad surrenders to Enol Milfrichtemen. I hope only to have the time to bid him farewell.
This mural is also ancient. It seems to show a doorway into the mountain. This door appears to be in front of a circle of stone. There are 2 altars and 2 seats.
The Doneigada seal certain sacred places with root doors.
Yes, I've run into similar barriers. It's all a matter of finding the right seed. But here there are 2 that seem to be different. For one, the flower motifs seem to indicate which plant is required.
This is possible. The caverns of knowledge are used to initiate and transmit the knowledge of the Dene Gada. This painting must teach the younger how to reach the sacred place where they will bind themselves.
In that case, shouldn't there be an illustration of the second plant?
The initiates also learn by listening to their masters.
On this one, we see a sacred site with raised stones. And behind the face of the volcano, we also see the path that leads there. Like some sort of schematic.
This must certainly be the path the young apprentices must walk. And the Done Gada that are prepared to surrender themselves to Enolmir Frichtimen.
Do you recognize the place where the entrance can be found?
I think so. It looks like the grotto that lies to the northwest of our village.
With all that we've learned from studying these paintings, we should be able to find Vinbar. I just hope there's still enough of him left to answer us. And that Constantine is with him. And that he is still alive.
Who is Constantine? I thought you were looking for Vinbar.
I seek them both. I had hoped that Vinbar would help me enter the sanctuary of Dorhad Genadu. But I learned from the Tierna Hak Kadaktus that he took my cousin.
The Tierna told you this? And so you seek to avenge him?
No. Only to save my cousin and try to understand why.
None of what you say makes sense. Why would Vinbar take your cousin? I don't understand. My head spins. I need to breathe fresh air. I shall await you outside.
Please, go ahead. We will join you soon.
Am I the only one to think this woman's
ビンバール
departure
は
is
山の守護
suspicious?
者なだっち。メネイ面に変化する前に何かをしようとしているようです。セラにウェオを探す理由が王ではなくコンスタンティンを救うためと話したら敵と勘違いされましたね。
This door is locked. Sarah has put us in a
入
very
り口を
tricky
塞がれて
situation.
しまいましたね。
We should have
こうい
noticed
う
that
ダ
she
ン
did
ジョン
not
は
trust
奥の
us.
方に隠し出口があるから出れますね。
There must be another exit to this cave.
今回分かったのはウェオは守護者になる前に神と対面する準備としてコンスタンティンを生贄にするつもりみたいです。セライは北西の洞窟に潜伏しているとのこと。ウェオとの対決までやると長くなりすぎますし、今回はここで終わりますね。次回はウェオと対決してコンスタンティンを救出します。